that your theme music?
Might be.
Is that your theme music for your show?
Yeah, I just play music for 30 seconds.
It's the JD show. It's the JD show. You can't take no mo of that JD show. Hi.
Hello. How are
How's
you?
I'm great. Never
That's
been
good.
better.
Never?
All right, I'm probably lying,
Yeah.
but
That's
I still got a big nose. Look at that.
that's a
Honk,
sign of
honk.
a good comedian if
Look at
you're
this. Can you do this
liar.
with your nostrils?
Do
Can
what?
you do this?
I can't see.
You see that? What I'm doing with my nostrils?
No,
How they're
because I'm
how they're
posting.
uh. You're what?
I sent out the live link.
You what?
Well, if you didn't have me canceled on Facebook, then you would probably be able to see it. I did a post.
Oh yeah. That's right.
You're a
What?
defender of lions.
Of who?
Lions. You're a defender of lions.
Of lions?
Mhm.
Not exactly.
That's why you blocked me.
Oh, is it? Why don't you just ask me while I blocked you?
I know because you
No,
blocked me.
no, you don't know why. You didn't ask me nothing.
Damn straight, you
You
blocked me.
you let your
Because
little mind run with something. With it's not
nuh-uh,
a. You could just ask me. I tell you why, but you don't want to
I
know.
already know. Because I was posting, I was fucking with lions on your page, and you got mad.
I mean, it was kind of unnecessary,
Nothing is unnecessary.
huh?
It's the goddamn internet. Nothing is unnecessary.
Actually, it's all unnecessary.
This cast is literally labeled Hitler was right.
No, yeah, but
I mean, the
you know,
last one was Kanye said what, and I got like 120 fucking people.
you what?
120.
People were upset with you.
No, nobody fucking upset.
No one's upset.
Not yet. Might get some controversy. And I literally, it's labeled Hitler's right.
Anyway, you don't even live in Seattle, so you don't need to be commenting on Laura Lyons.
What
You don't need to be commenting on Laura Lyons. You don't live here. What if she was
controversy
your
whore?
what if she was your neighbor and you had to deal with her throwing
I'd tell her every day to her face she's a whore for controversy.
no, no you would not.
Yeah, I would.
No, you wouldn't
She's a
because
whore. She likes controversy.
when you have a neighbor you deal with them differently than you do when you have them on the internet when they're like a toy, like an internet toy.
Mm-mm.
You
I
know, if you
told
see someone wants to
I told Kenny he's a whore for he's a whore. He's a glutton for punishment, whore for controversy. And now I tell everyone Kenny's dead.
well, it's fine. It's fun. I enjoy the fun of gossip too, but
It's the fucking
sometimes
internet.
it's not the internet.
It is the internet.
No, it's not. Every individual's Facebook page is their own little carve out of what they want to try to do or say or what they were trying to do to the world. You could be like delusioning and think you're into spreading like a little bit of wisdom to the world or something.
Is your page public or private?
My page is I don't even know how the fucking thing functions.
Is your page professional or personal?
Just personal.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you don't know if it's private or public? Probably restricted some things and some things aren't, or is it 100% available to anyone?
I don't know. I just restrict it on my own the most
Those
best I
those are
can.
those are critical things to consider.
Is it? Why is that critical?
Because you're trying to make the internet real.
What makes something real?
How much it affects your day-to-day life, for starters.
Oh, no, it affects my day-to-day life if I carve out things, chop things off of it as much as I can. Anything I don't like, you can chop it off. That's always the best way to go about it. If you can do it in life. You know.
Yeah,
So,
maybe.
you know, or you know, or provide something useful or something.
Yeast filled?
Yeah, like for instance, you're worried about my happiness. It sounds like that sounds like you're concerned. You know,
What? Uh,
you
no,
seem to be concerned about my happiness. What's making me happy? What doesn't make me happy? You know what I mean?
no. I
You're,
just make
I didn't
fun of
think so.
make
Yes,
fun of the fact that you're a defender of lions. That's all.
no, you just took a thought in your head and ran with it. It
No,
doesn't have anything.
you're a defender of lions.
I'm not a defender of lions at all.
Well, you got to the point of you thought it was annoying enough that you blocked it. The account.
Yeah, but saying someone is a thing is like that means they have to be that all the time.
I did not say that.
I'm not a. It's like being a this, a that. A supporter of this or that. That's a that's a
People can change contrary to opinions and beliefs.
yes, exactly. Yeah, of
But
course.
you were taking it seriously instead of contrary, and I
No,
was
no, no, no,
I
no,
was
no.
doubling and tripling and quadrupling
No, that
down because
absolves you
that's my
from that
style.
absolves you from any responsibility.
Oh God, I don't have any reason to have responsibility. I'm fucking with lions online.
Well, that's true, but
Lons.
you are also the only one who's upset about it. You
I'm not
accuse
upset about anything. I
you
I
you
brought
accuse me of being upset about it, but you're clearly the one who's upset about it.
I have never once said that. I said, well, actually, we could re-roll the tape. Maybe I did say you were
No, no, you
upset.
said it today already today.
I said you're a defender of lions.
No, and you also said that it upsets you because you aren't able to send me things on Facebook.
No, I never said that. Definitely not. No, what I said was you would be able to see the post.
Yeah, that's similar. It's basically the same thing.
No, it's just commentary.
No, that's exactly what I said, and you denied it, and then you just repeated it back to me.
No, I'm not upset. I'm saying if you hadn't done it, then you would be able to see the link that I was posting.
Well, what's wrong with being upset about it?
I have no reason to ever be upset about
Well, why
anything
bring it up in the first place? You're the
when
only
it
one who brought
comes
it
to
up, and
I
you're the
brought it
only
up
one who brought
because
it
I was
up.
joking with you. I was making
You brought
jokes. I
it
was
up,
making
and
fun of
you.
you. I
Oh,
was
okay,
making fun of you for being a defender of lions online.
okay. That seems like you have some concern with that.
No, I think it's hilarious when anyone defends a controversy whore.
Oh, okay. So you're not able to express your degree to which you're upset because you have some kind of disability. You
I'm
can't.
fucking dude. I suspended that bitch like almost a year and a
So
half
you are
ago.
upset. You're
No,
you're
I
you're
just don't
actually what
deal
it
with
is.
her.
You're
I
so con-
literally stay away from that
you're
bitch.
so constantly upset with her that it's become a condition that you cannot express anymore.
Upset? No, I was fucking with her. You're the one that
You're
was
so upset
defending
that
it.
it indirectly made me upset. I'm not even
Mm,
upset when I came here and you brought it up. Now I'm upset.
I'm
So
not
I'm
a
pretty
screen
sure you're
cap.
ups- I'm
I'm
pretty
not a
sure you're
person
upset
that
with me.
I don't do that like whole like piss
I
people
know.
off so you
Doesn't it
can
doesn't it help you at
there's like
all?
a thing where you intentionally upset people and then you screen capture what they say so that you can set them up. I don't do that.
Okay, yeah, you do. Sure, you're not the
I
worst
say
person.
inflammatory things by design because I like fucking with people online.
You're
Period
not the
across
worst
the
person
board.
ever to live. That's true, but I would have thought that not living near or seeing Laura
No,
Lyons ever would
I don't
help
give a
you.
fuck. No, I was the same way to her in person as I am in online. I've
It
always
doesn't
been that.
ease your pain to not have to see her ever.
There's no guarantees that that is the truth.
It is the truth. You haven't
The
seen her
only
face.
way that I'm able to stay even a little bit away from her in that way is that I like I said, I suspended and put her in fucking timeout.
Well, fair enough.
Cause
I've done
she's
that many
annoying
times.
and she's a controversy whore. And she tries to start shit that's not there. And she sends messages like you're mentally ill, like
She's completely appro-
on what grounds?
She's completely appropriate for comedy. I find her completely
And
appropriate.
last time I checked, she went to going to school and working and everything and the legal, not in psychology. So what is she fucking what is her armature opinion as an ex addict who probably might have
I find her
relapsed?
opinions and her antics to be very appropriate for the comedy field.
Fuck yeah, I like look. I put her in her place. That's all. If she wants to go off on you or on Baz or on fucking John Banning or any of these fuckers, and it's on your page, not mine, whatever, I'm gonna go back at her and be like, haha, that's hilarious coming from a whore.
No, that's an inappropriate way of speaking.
Not really, no.
It is actually, I believe so. Yes.
No,
Well,
not on the
this
internet.
implies
Not
that
on
you
the
can.
internet.
This actually implies that you cannot ever learn anything from the person you're speaking to. So in that case, you already know everything. So there's no point to it in the first place.
I
But
know that I
yes,
would. I
but
know
yes,
that. I
anytime,
know that
any
I would never take anything Laura says seriously.
that's not the
She's a
point. The
she's a
point is
fucking
that
known liar.
that's not the point of what you said. That's not at all true.
She talks in hyperbole all the time.
No, that's not the appropriate way to talk to
I'm
people.
pretty sure she's probably accused either you, me, or all of us of rape at some point.
Okay, well, what do you want me to do? Kill her?
I mean, I'm
You
not
want,
gonna stop you.
do you want me to kill her?
I'm
So you,
not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna make a
is that what
point
you
to
think she
fly up or
deserves?
drive up to Washington to stop you.
No, you want to play the fucking devil's advocate of everything.
I
You just
don't think
want
her. I no. My
you want me
point
to
is
kill her to impress you, and then when I
no.
come back to say that I did
Uh,
it, you won't even be happy.
I'm
You'll
not
go.
that. I'm not that. I'm not
I go.
that
Why can't
type.
I make you happy? Just whatever
I
it
don't have
is.
that kind of power. I can't do that.
I
I
can
don't
do
have. I
it.
don't
I
have
can
that
do it
type
with
of
my bare
leverage.
hands. I got no problem with it. You
What
know.
I'd say when it applied to lions specifically,
No,
I
man. But I
wouldn't.
was just saying to help you out. I feel like I should do that because
Why she has no effect on my life. That was my whole
you
point.
seem extremely upset by her a lot, actually. Like she
Nah,
hurt you.
you're the one that decided that you were like you said you said if I remember right, it's hard to remember because this was like a month ago, maybe I don't know.
I
But
remember it.
you said something about like leave her alone or some nonsense, and I decided that was my moment to double or triple down because I don't fucking care, and I
You can
did.
message her anytime you want. There's no
Huh?
barrier from me to you.
Why
You
would
could
I ever message that bitch? I have no reason to talk to
you
her.
have a lot of
Period.
reasons.
Across
You're
the
very
board.
upset. You got to get that out. You can't let that you
Why do
can't
you
let
keep
that
projecting this on me? You're like
because you're
you're saying
talking
I'm
constantly
upset.
about her. You're talking constantly about her with like a lot of bitterness and like stuff from the past, which is
Not at
fine.
all. You're saying a lot of things that aren't truth.
You're not
Me?
bitter and upset about her.
No, I don't even care. She even exists. She could disappear tomorrow, and I'd be fine with it.
So you want her
Her
to
and a
die
shit ton of
basically?
other. No,
Are
I
you
don't
happy?
mind. I don't mind if she lives or dies. She has no effect on my existence across the board. I don't value her. I think she's a useless piece of society. That is how I feel. Her
That's a
her
little
in the
more.
comedy world, as far as I'm concerned, there's
That's
a
a little
chance that
more.
if I were to go see her performing, she'd still be telling the same fucking jokes without any improvement or any form of nuance or any form of like show of personal growth. I bet you dime to a dozen, she's just like a lot of the other people in LA, in Arizona, all over the fucking map. Call these people comedians. They call themselves comedians.
But you're not
They're
upset
not.
about it.
No, I don't give a
The
fuck.
entire
No.
point is that you're not upset about this.
No, I'm not. Like my whole startup, the entire thing was I thought it was hilarious that you
Yes,
got upset.
I'm clearly upset about it because I talk about her so much, and I'm always so.
You were upset.
I
Whether
am
you're
upset.
upset still, I don't think you got over it. You told me you weren't annoyed
It
anymore.
is annoying to me actually because I don't really like having to say anything to you on Facebook. I prefer to you to be my favorite on there and treat you with favoritism.
Oh
Like
yeah, well
tell
when
people
I'm
that you're my
saying
favorite, but I put you on there for 5 seconds and immediately you just start acting like an asshole.
that's
You
not what
know,
happened. I
that's
I just I just talk
you're an
shit
you're an
online.
asshole if I tell you that you behave like an asshole. That's how it works.
I
If
mean,
you told people that I was an asshole today, that would be true. I would have been an asshole. It's perception based. It's based on how people perceive you.
I don't know, man. You're not talking much shit.
Yeah, well, everyone's done the same as you.
Usually assholes talk shit. You're not talking shit right now. Quite the
Well,
opposite. If you were an asshole, you'd be a sure as hell puckered up one right now.
all right. Well, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying, Casey? You know, assholes talk shit. You know, they shit out their mouth. You know, you ain't no asshole.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's funny.
And just because I start shit and didn't listen to you, that's why you got upset. Not because of what I was saying. You just didn't want to deal with Laura. That was
No,
my
that's
whole
not at all.
point.
That's
That's what
not
I
at all.
think is funny.
That's not accurate.
What is accurate then? You felt like I was like poking a cripple? You felt like I was beating a fucking
Why do you
child
keep
or
suggesting things instead of letting me say the things that bother me? Why do you have to create a story in your head instead of listening to what the other person is saying about what their thing is?
I don't know. You already told me. You said you were annoyed.
I know, but you're not really interested, you know? You're not
In what
interested
annoyed
in,
you? Yeah, yeah. You could tell me what annoyed you. I don't mind.
but I mean, you're not even interested in it. That's
Not in
what bothers
changing.
me.
Like I'm not gonna
There's no
stop.
valuable. You'd literally be like one of the. I only have like 70 Facebook friends. You'd literally be like my favorite friend on there.
Yeah, but I'm not starting it.
I know, but you'd be my favorite friend on there to share stuff with, like actual life, like day to day life, like our actual lives.
Sure.
You know, like actual friends do with their lives.
Look,
Hey,
Emily removed me on Facebook because her parents are asking too many questions, even though everything I said was true and accurate. And
it's not.
then, like
No.
a few months later,
What are
she
you
had to
saying?
even realize how much more I was right about everything I said. And in the moment, she knew I was right, and she told me, furthermore, she just didn't want to have to deal with it in the sense of her parents and other people asking her about the shit that I was saying. So I'm fully aware of how this stuff works. I just think it's funny to me that other people let other people indirectly affect it. You know what I mean? Like in Emily's case, it was her friend running a scam and she was like promoting it. And I was like, you know, that's a scam. Like, you know, this bitch don't care. It'd be like if I put a post on my wall like Casey needs money for his dialysis.
Right.
That's a total fucking scam. I'd take that money and not give it to you.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Is that what she was doing to her?
Yeah, she was posting a person who's no longer friends with her post asking for money for a dog that's dead. It wasn't dead at the time, mind you, I guess, but I told her she's promoting a scam.
Is it just boring to get along or something? I guess.
I don't know. I think Emily's problem's her
I
boyfriend
think
mostly.
getting along with people is just boring to people.
I
So,
guess. I don't know. I get along with people just fine. I forget people these days.
yeah,
Like there's this dude I can't remember which one he is. I'm scrolling through trying to remember.
that's all right. I get mad at things too, obviously.
I'm not mad. No, I'm trying to meet up with the guy. He told me he
Uh,
wanted to go to do stand up stuff and he was like wanting to meet up and roll around together, like go to clubs, go to the because I don't fucking care, right? I don't go out no more unless they put me on the show. I'll show up.
you don't go out anymore.
Yeah, why bother? And then so that's what I'm saying, right? But I do well on the stage, or I do something crazy and outlandish that's totally
Well, you got to
awesome.
go get a sandwich once in a while or something, you know.
Nah, I literally just reheated some pizza that I got delivered yesterday.
Get DoorDash all the time. It works.
Yeah, I think this was through DoorDash actually, but it was just through Little Caesars app in general. It's a waste of money on my end. I spent like $10 I didn't need to. I could have just gone and grabbed it and come home, but I didn't want to go out.
I feel you, son.
There's a lot I need to do today and right now.
Oh,
But as far as going to stand up, not at all. Not even a desire in my life.
oh, you quit stand up for now?
No, I don't quit anything. I never quit. I stopped smoking for a while, maybe. We'll see. We're still in the first 2 days.
Oh, you just quit now? Quit? Yeah, that'll mess you up a little.
I just stopped going out to these mics because you got to do the math on it and you realize things like the amount of time versus you could have been home sleeping at the minimum, maybe.
Oh, it's messing with your sleep.
Well, let's go with okay. Maybe you're actually on a roll, and you're like your life is going pretty damn well every day. It feels like you're going in the right direction.
Mine?
Just this is a fucking theory. This is just hypotheticals. This is not reality. This
I
is
know. Like,
talking
who's this person? Who's this hypothetical person?
a person. Well, in this case, I mean, it's a person like what I'm saying, which is why I'm not. Why I don't fucking bother what I'm
Oh, I
saying.
see. Like, if you're doing better at comedy. I'm just
Yeah,
trying to
no,
understand
I'm
what.
saying like in my day-to-day life, like I've got everything in control. Like I've got a rhythm for everything good at like I got my bills. I know exactly when they're going to be paid, and I know that I can pay them for the next 3 months. Like I know for
Oh
work
yeah,
every morning, I know that I get up at this time, and I'm that amount of quiet that I won't even affect any of the guests, so I can get it done earlier. So I have all the afternoon open if I want to choose to do what I need to do next. And in this scenario, let's say I'm even doing all the stuff like I said earlier, I should be doing, and I know, but I'm just whatever. So in this
God.
situation, what I'm saying is everything is stacking and it's all going in the right direction. So then I go out to the mic, and you know what happens? I got to deal with bullshit. Not if it's not energy,
Yeah,
fucking video game noises,
yeah. There's a lot of winners here
right?
at the dialysis clinic.
Oh god, you could make a that might be a good joke to work on. Like
I do
the
it all the time.
sounds
Whenever
remind
someone
you of
goes
the
off,
casino.
I go, you won.
Yeah,
I say it every day, no matter how old it gets. I
yeah.
just keep saying it anyway.
As long as it keeps you smiling, that's what's important
It's
for your
funny.
health.
The clinics, the nurses here laugh at it.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah, my
I'm
dad
like,
used to crack
oh,
up
a
the
winner,
nurses
I
when he had
won.
cancer. He
I'm
would
like, what did
really,
I get? What do I get?
yeah, get
They're
more
like,
bills.
you get to survive. Great, enjoy.
But if you get what I'm saying, right? All right, it's
Yeah, I
going
get
out,
it.
okay?
Yeah.
Energy vampires. In that situation, I don't know if you remember what I told you about, but like this guy literally threatened to break my spine, which I found hilarious. That's not comedy though. It's just
Oh, okay.
fucking okay. So what did that do to me? That ruined my night for starters. Created a rumor mill that created more unnecessary stuff that has nothing to do with
Sure,
me
yeah.
or comedy. So I'm just explaining like I have no reason to even go out. I'm not trying to impress none of these local motherfuckers, especially the ones that have barely been doing it for less than 3 years. Like if I really wanted to pursue comedy,
You
the
don't have
first
to
thing I'd
convince
do
me.
is
You can
I'd
always not
call
do comedy if you don't want.
comedy store and I'd talk to the manager I need to talk to and I would tell him the situation that I've been told I'm a part of. And then I would get back in with the club and then I would hit up the actual audition mics for Hollywood Improv and for Laugh Factory every Tuesday and then Wednesday respectively. You know what I'm saying? I'm done with everything otherwise. It makes no sense. So if I actually wanted to pursue comedy, that's what I'd be doing, you
Oh
know?
yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Like in your case, it's totally different world, my guy. Like you don't even have a single club there that could probably get you a fucking circuit where you got a tour
No, some
set
people
up.
are just losers. I don't know if you know, but if you see people at like the local grocery store or the or Radio Shack or working at the burrito barn or whatever it is nearby, a lot of people are just losers. They're not part of anything greater. So the only reason they'd be doing comedy is because comedy makes them feel good.
Yeah, well, I would
So
call
if
those
it,
people like they want to hang around.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, so no one's doing it for the enjoyment of it. Everyone has to be doing it for the down the road expectation of the big payout they're going to get. So no
Yeah,
wonder everybody's upset because no one's just enjoying themselves.
right.
You know?
My theory is very simple and I believe it should be activated like in all society. It's like this. Be a fucking audience member. Don't just be an audience member, be a good audience member. Enjoy fucking comedy. Absorb comedy. Realize that real comedy is real comedy and what you're doing is just bleeding the time on stage with no desire to actually improve. A lot of people are like that.
This is true.
I'm not
Yes.
I do not tell anyone they cannot be a comedian because I know full well that it's already set up in like the actual like math same way you can learn math, you can learn comedy in that way.
Yeah.
But you have to actually want to do that shit. You have to actually then that's where it is. But most of these people, I'm gonna say last 15 years at least. All these people I see at the mics, so many of them you don't see anymore, and they claim life got in the way, but it's because they were never there for the for the real
Oh
reason.
yeah.
A lot of people are there because they weren't cool enough at whatever club in college. They weren't cool enough at whatever club in high school. They weren't cool enough in whatever sense of whatever it is. So they come with a pre-coded candy worth like handful of narcissism, but like broken, fractured bullshit narcissism.
Yeah.
The
It's
better
true.
people I appreciate are the ones that are like fucking Rodney Dangerfield, except if he hadn't done comedy and then went to work and then went back to comedy. So it's like an older person who started comedy and they're retired, even, let's say.
Yeah.
They're way
Or
more
like me, near
tolerable.
death.
Yeah, but you've been doing it for at least 7 years.
I started in basically 2017. So pretty
No,
close to that. Yeah,
I could.
2016
There's
late.
no way. I swear you'd been doing it a little longer before I met you.
No, about late 2016, early 2017 was first
That
set ever.
sounds right. Yeah, because I met you uh, when I had Jason with me still.
Oh yeah, I was. I think it's been. I don't know. Damn it! Yeah, time goes by fast.
Yeah, because I moved back to Arizona with Jason. When
Oh
I
yeah, I
came
never
back
met him.
up, you
I never
did
met
meet
your friend.
Jason.
No, I never did.
I know you did.
No, you told me about him right away. I don't
No, you
remember
met
meeting him.
Jason. I know you did. That's what
Maybe
I'm
once or
saying.
twice. I don't remember him.
Because Jason and I went out of the mics, and then Jason left after my come back, and then I had the surgery. After I done my surgery, because it was second round, I healed way faster. But I went to the mics even when I had my arm still in a fucking sling. I think I might have even made
Oh,
a
I
few
think I
jokes.
might have remembered that.
Yeah, I know you do, because that's when you second time you re-met me. Because then I was like, no, 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 you've met me before. You were
Oh,
the,
okay.
you remember, and then I told you about the thing I did when Jason was with me,
Oh yeah,
which is
something about he just left you or something.
yeah, what it's when I get on stage and I talk gibberish.
Oh, all
And
right.
most people never understand it. And then you were laughing and telling your buddy, like, no, he's fucking around with everyone. He's not crazy.
Oh, that's just liked you built the tension for the thing. That was good.
I just get bored as fuck. So I like to talk gibberish because it's more entertaining to me than saying stuff and having nobody reply.
Actually, you didn't say gibberish when I was saying you didn't say nothing for like the first 2 minutes.
I did. I did that. And then I
Yeah,
did the gibberish. And then I said, nah, I'm fucking with you.
yeah.
And then that's when you're like, see, I told you
I
he
thought
was
it was
fucking with.
funny. It was good. It
Yeah.
was good.
I am good. That's my point. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm only about shows now because I'm wasting my fucking energy and I'm putting myself in places where people can steal my, like, everything.
All right. Steal.
If I'm not around, it's much harder for people to talk and make stories up.
True. That is true. Can't argue with that. People will forget you're alive and shit after a while if you stay away long enough.
Uh, well, I am classically not memorable because of how much I shapeshift. So,
Oh, well, that's good, I guess, because a lot of people they're like, whatever happened to that old Casey guy? Did he die the other day or something? It's like, yeah, if you disappear, you pretty much died.
I wouldn't know if you died immediately.
That's true. You wouldn't, I guess.
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. It would take a long time for someone to tell you.
Because of the fact that you block me sometimes or you put it on ignore.
Oh yeah, my bad.
I don't care. I'm just telling you why I wouldn't know if you
No,
were dead.
I'll put you back on there, man. It's more important to me than it is to you.
Well, we still text, so it's not an issue right now. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, like, I knew, but I don't know immediate because it's, for example, I don't fucking talk to Bruce at all.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't talk
fucking,
to.
I barely talk to Robbie, and Robbie probably never keeps up on you. Like, Robbie barely sees you or cares to reach out to you, I'm
Oh
guessing.
no, we
No,
talked in
nothing
person. I
against
see.
him, but
No, you. I saw him the other day in person. We hung out and sat there face to face for about an hour or so.
so maybe if I reached out to Robbie, like, I haven't seen Casey in a while, then he would be like, oh, I saw Casey the other day. So then that's an example of how I would know
Yeah,
your
message
situation.
him now. You should always be talking to Robbie. You know, he's. I mean, unless you don't
I
like
don't,
Robbie,
my
because
thing
he's a
is I get
jerk off.
irritated. So
Oh,
I don't really enjoy talking to Andy or Robbie anymore
oh yeah.
because, yeah, because they're two examples of people who at this point should have at least come to LA for even fucking 4 days or less. Just come here at the
Uh,
very least. Like, they're people
why
that
you
I'm
don't
like,
sound
get
very
the fuck
happy in
down
L.A.?
here. Me? I'm living here though. That's the difference. I'm not
I know, but
visiting.
you don't seem that happy with it.
With what?
With living in L.A., you don't seem all that. You seem like you're not that good with it. I hope you are. I hope you are good with it.
I'm better in LA than I am in fucking Seattle.
Oh, okay.
Why would I want to be? If I had to be in Seattle, it's terrible, dude.
It is kind of terrible.
It is. It's really terrible. Okay, because
Doesn't sound good. Nobody's recommending LA though. Nobody's going, man. I'm having so much fun out here.
let's say I actually want to hit the fucking pavement, and I got it really like in that mode set. If I'm in Seattle, you know how fucking hard that would be. It would be near impossible unless I was literally just doing like Dave Chappelle back in the early '90s and walking around the fucking parks yelling at people and getting them to laugh. But that would be so difficult these days. The amount of fucking tweakers and crazy people. So if you're telling live comedy, you would be just as easily, even if I was looking like this, especially with the long hair, people would just think I was a fucking crazy ass hobo.
Yeah.
I'd get like minimal. I'd be better off busking with a guitar than attempting street comedy. But
Uh,
In LA, there's 3 different mics off the top of my hat that I could go to right now and do like up to 30 minutes if I wanted to. Like
oh, that's
back to
cool.
back to back. Like I told you, there's those venues where they do multiple mics.
But
So
only people only make up stories and talk shit, and there's no joy,
no,
and nobody laughs or anything.
these
There's
ones, if
no
you go
there's
to
no
these
fans.
ones,
There's no fun.
these ones, if you go to these ones I'm talking about specifically, it's good for 2 things. Number one, the people you see there are actually working on material usually
That's good.
because it's like midday and there's nobody there. And then number two is if you're there on the nighttime parts, like anything after say 7, 8, 9, 10, like usually there's a chance that the person that runs the joint's going to be there and they do these shows like especially Jiao Ying Summers and THC, but she's got this dude doing it now. But these are low grade clubs, my man. These are not gonna you're not gonna pay out or get fucking network through them very much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all right. All right.
But meanwhile, all the other shows, like they're not even shows, most of them. So it's
Oh,
like Young Baka Productions. I do those ones because he puts me on them, and they're usually at Sunset Rooftop or this place called Game of Thrones Bar.
How's my troublemaker here?
just making trouble, causing problems for people. How are you?
I'm good.
You need some trouble in your life?
Oh no, I have enough trouble in my life. I don't need any more.
Oh man, come on. Anyways, sorry, I was joking with the lady
Nurse or
there.
something, man.
She's
I,
funny, yeah.
I'm just saying like Jai Tai equivalent for what Young Baka's place would be at. So it'd be like doing a show for like comedy on Broadway when they did those shows at Jai Tai, that type of thing.
I like being where
Um,
it's warm.
there's also a Thai restaurant called Thai Angel down the street from here, and Mario does shows every other week there. And then that's like
All
Jai
right,
Tai as well.
all
Same
right. Cool.
differentiation, right?
I don't even like the actual Jai Tai, so
Well, I'm talking about
yeah.
there's multiple throughout the week, these like shows which are usually some audience, but mostly
Oh, that's
the
cool.
comedians that are on the show.
All right.
And then they're at usually restaurants or bars. And then there's the
I like
mics that are,
restaurants.
like I said, that
They have
you
food in them. That's
pay and
what I
do
like.
at.
I
Yeah,
like the food.
Jai Tai, this place Thai Angel is like Jai Tai, but probably better, I'd say.
All right. Well, better
Um,
now because it doesn't even. It's not open, but maybe before.
Nah, dude. One time at Jai Tai, my food had fucking those, that metal Brillo shit that you use from
Oh
cleaning
shit.
plates. Yeah, dude, it
Oh
was bad.
no.
There was a couple times. One time I got a fucking
Was
bunch of eggshells, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
was it
I
tasty?
definitely saw a rat a couple times. That bitch like rolling around. Jai Tai was
Yeah.
grody, dude. They were grody. I don't mind. I love it. I still ate it. I didn't give a fuck. But I'm saying
Yeah. They hung in by a
this
thread
place is better.
barely.
So then, like, otherwise, right? Um,
Otherwise.
there's these places like, for example, Supernova Comedy, which is an outdoor
Uh,
adjacent to an
have you been to
indoor
Club
venue.
Super Six?
It doesn't sound like a comedy jam, dude. I'm talking about comedy venues and show locations
I
in
went to
LA.
Super Six and I had the soup. I don't recommend it at all.
Yeah, okay. What
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
saying though
No
is that
joking around here on the
the
comedy
supernova.
podcast.
I've hit a supernova for 3 years, but I got bored and tired of hitting them up because they
You're
never
like,
reply to me because I don't have a pair of tits. I don't have
oh,
a
I see.
fucking
This is
clout
this is
or
more of a
whatever.
be upset constantly podcast than a comedy podcast.
No, this is just informational because Emily,
It can
whether or
also
not the,
be
the
it can also
offer
be
what Emily
information.
gets,
It can also be
um,
information and upset.
no, I'm not upset about any of this shit.
No,
Why
you're
would I
not
ever?
upset at all ever.
No, no,
Just
because
only about
because
everything.
if I cared, I would go sign up for fucking surgery and I'd get fucking implants.
That doesn't make
I'm not a
sense.
fucking moron, dude. I first off, I'm in Los Angeles, California, and secondly, I actually could afford to get fucking fake tits put in if I wanted to. And they would, and
You want fake
once they were
tits?
installed, they would make me look better than a majority of the girls who are getting advantages off of, like I said. I'm just talking here. Why do people always project this shit?
What?
Like, I'm sorry, but it's frustrating in the sense of I'm not angry. I don't give a fuck. I'm stating simple baseline knowledge. I'm talking about,
Everyone else is upset, and you're the one who's
yeah, there's a
calm.
lot of
You're
fucking,
calm and rational while everyone else
yeah,
is upset.
because for
That makes more
starters,
sense, I
my
think,
comedy is better. So
than
why would I
everyone.
ever like,
Than
I'm
everyone, really.
sorry, but I'm better than them. So I
You're
just
better
find
than
humor.
everyone. Actually, I would go further.
Not at stand up, no.
Well, you're only six people, maybe.
No,
But,
there's people master
well,
delivery, sir. Like,
I have my opinion also.
yeah, that's a pretty ignorant fucking opinion. You're putting me in the ball stroke with fucking
That's
people
true.
like,
Okay, you're not
dude, I'm sorry, but Stanhope alone, it's no fucking way.
Stanhope, Dad.
Yeah, Stug Danhope is hands down. He's
Okay, you're
got
right. He's better than you.
delivery
He's better
experience.
than you. You're right. It's okay.
Yeah, dude, there's no doubt in
You
my
still can kick
mind.
it with him and shit and hang
Hicks,
out.
well, fuck yeah, because I'm normal. Like, I'm not agenda, and I'm not with anything. Like, I'm gonna behave differently around one
Oh.
exception and only
Mm-hmm.
one exception.
Mm.
And that exception would legitimately and literally be Lorne Michaels. That's it. Lorne Michaels the only person, if I was in like next to next proximity, I'd either do one or the other. I wouldn't be able to speak.
I wonder what he's doing now.
Uh,
You know,
fucking post Hanukkah, pre New Year's rituals.
probably he's probably having something tasty to eat.
I don't
You
know.
know?
He's probably at this point in his life, he's probably one of those old people that eats next to nothing.
Oh yeah,
He's probably a fucking bowl of granola and a half a banana type motherfucker at this point in his life.
yeah,
He's almost 90.
yeah. That's true. He's getting up there. I didn't think of that. Yeah, that's true. Fuck. Yeah,
I'm sure
exactly.
he wishes he could still pack down the fucking food that has all that lovely fat.
Oh yeah, true.
Like, I'm sure he probably might attempt now and again, but wouldn't. I wouldn't put it past him to be like Jack LaLanne type motherfucker at this point.
Yeah, watching my food is. Huh?
You want it off or on?
Oh yeah, you can turn it off. Thank you. Yeah, eating watching my food is very unpleasant. I don't like
I
it.
bet. I fucking hate that shit, man.
I'm not really doing it. I just kind of eat still, and then I just feel sick.
Not smoking is really pissing me off, man. You want to talk
Oh
about
yeah.
things that actually upset
Oh, there you
me?
go. There you
Not
go.
being able to fucking smoke right now, like
Oh yeah,
weed or cigarette, like in general.
that'll dominate your life when you
Dude, I want it so
when you're
bad,
starting. Oh well, okay, well,
but
I'll
I'm
tell
not
you.
gonna do it. I'm on a new wave, you know. Let's see how long it lasts. See how long I can hang 10.
I mean, I've done it lots of times, so I'll tell you. I mean, I didn't really. I haven't been doing it in the last few weeks, but
Long,
because of
long as
health
I've
reasons.
long as I've known you, you have never been a consumer of cannabis to the proportions nearly even probably a
Oh no,
fraction, not even it.
no, I've
At
never been
most, you're
into it.
probably like 2% equivalent to my stonerdom.
Oh yeah, definitely. I only have some edibles by my bedside table, but already after doing them a few days, I already just stopped doing it because I do too much. I go, I'm all zombied out for the next day.
Yeah, that shit will fuck you up the next day because it doesn't leave your system.
Yeah, because I don't know quite how to much to do. At first, it feels good, then it sneaks up on you later, and you're all,
It's
you
good you
know,
do like a little bit of edible and a
yeah,
nice cold beer or two.
yeah. It helps me sleep though to do a little bit. So that's about
Yeah,
right. Right at bedtime. But you're right though. In the morning, I can get so I don't want to do anything for like 6 hours. Just sit there.
yeah, I'm
Makes you
not
want to
just
zone out.
like I got nothing against it. I just knowledgeable to understand what it does, especially to me.
Yeah, you got to know your own limits and all that. I thought
Like
you meant cigarette smoking. Did you mean cigarettes first?
yeah, I'm a nicotine and weed, but the thing about me is
Oh,
like
nice.
years and years stacked of it, but it's like this. It's like if I don't, then I'm forced to fucking like it'll kill me in the sense of like how I feel about it. If
Oh,
I'm forced to face the fact that I'm not doing certain things that I need to do. Like for example, something really simple. Tuning my guitar and then practicing for an hour.
all right.
So if I'm not stoned,
Yeah.
it's very hard for me not to constantly be putting that in the front of my head, reminding myself and abusing myself mentally and verbally. And like,
Yeah. Don't abuse
I'm one
yourself
of
at
those
all.
people, right? Everybody, there's different types of people. I'm one of the ones that the reason I could never be a full narcissist, psychopath, sociopath is because I'm way harder on me than I can ever be on anyone else.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So if I'm not stoned, I'm incapable of hiding from myself. And that's what I mean when I say that.
Hiding from yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. Because if you get stoned enough, like you were saying, you could fade away an entire day. I've faded away like 4 days in a row
There you go. That's the way to go.
through the consistency of two things. Wake up, get stoned, go to sleep. Wake up. If you wake up, get stoned, go fall back asleep.
Why are you so convinced that it's the best thing to get rid of it entirely?
Apathy.
Hmm?
Apathy.
Because you no
One word.
longer care.
Correct. Yeah. It creates 100. It makes you able to be apathetic at top of everything else.
Oh, okay. So you want to be less apathetic.
By not smoking, I'm forced
Yeah.
to face myself.
Ah, I see.
So it's like
Okay.
I would still be the same way, but if I'm geeked out on weed and super stoned,
Okay.
it'll be like
All
if a
right.
little kid was saying it.
All right. Yeah. So it's a
S-
good
s-
idea to check back later when you're a little further in the process. Because at first, when you start something, it's not that good.
Usually it takes like when it comes to weed, if I stop smoking weed within the first 5 days, but usually about 3 days at least. But in general, like even if I'm smoking just a little bit, it'll start getting strong enough to where I guarantee you, like within the first couple of days, I will already become more productive in my like right now. I'm already becoming more productive, even though I'm still smoking a little bit each night.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah,
But but like I didn't go buy weed, for example, because I knew that if I had that weed, I would have probably been more likely to be smoking that even right now through two reasons, like habit, but
sure. Yeah.
also through knowing what it'll do to me, which is make me the way that I want to be, if that makes sense, right? It's
Yeah.
not that I need to be that way, it's that I've gotten addicted to being that way so that I can avoid being what I need to be.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah,
It's
definitely. Weed is not a. Everybody kind of has the idea that knows that weed is a time waster, and it's like it's known as being one of the best
yeah,
time wasters. You know, it helps you
it's
waste time.
lethargy, relaxation, but it's never something that's at the forefront of hyper attentiveness.
No, no, it's not obviously, but there are people who are real successful who do a lot of weed though, so it's weird. It
But
helps there's like a balance to it, I guess. It's like
it's so like I think what's the word? Anecdotal. There's not like actual enough like real science.
oh, all right. No,
Like
I'm just saying.
If Seth Rogen, well, more specifically, not just Seth Rogen, but if Judd Apatow, who's not a stoner, he might smoke a little weed, I'm sure, but I think if anything, he's a cokehead. But Judd Apatow, right? if he'd never successfully finally made a break because he was trying for quite a few long times, then that would mean by default Seth Rogen would have never gotten more or enough notoriety. He would have just been one of the actors in another failed Judd Apatow movie, right? But because of that sequencing, Seth Rogen got up like enough attention to be able to actually sell scripts. And by default, selling those scripts was able to therefore let him put himself in films and in the world more.
What's this got to do
If
with
that,
weed?
everything, because he's an example of one of the only successful people that is perpetually high.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like you
It's just
don't,
an
I don't
act.
know, but you no, it's not. He's not pretending to be stoned. He's consistently getting high.
I won.
That's what I was gonna say. I knew she turned you off.
No, she turns me on.
I
My
heard her ask
neighbor.
if she could turn it off.
Huh?
The lady asked if she could turn it off.
No, she didn't. There's something
I
you heard from a ways
maybe
away.
the last of my wine from the devil's cellar.
What?
So this guy, he told people that his cellar was because like the devil lived there.
Oh yeah. Did you see the devil?
No, I just tasted like strong wine. Malbec.
All right, all right. That sounds tasty.
Yeah, it's like it's got the story. It's it's what it is. It's just
Says what it is, bro.
well,
It,
you mean it's hard to read. It's like weird cursive and shit.
all right. I might try to nap or something. It's not a
I
good
mean,
day. It's not a
I don't
good day
see why
today.
not.
What's, what's
Well,
up?
you're working on comedy. Have you gone out?
Yeah, yeah. Maybe tonight, just because I'm missing the feeling of doing well. But
I
I was
bet.
supposed to work on a special to do that, but I haven't been able to, in my head, start up how it'll begin and end and finish and all that organizing part that exhausts you. That's the most hardest part, wanting it to be perfect and everything. But whatever, that's stupid. Everybody just wants to see you do comedy good, and that's all it is. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Addict. I mean, like, I don't have any. I mean, like,
It's okay.
what am I? I mean, like, okay. I could literally loop together hours of fucking hours and hours of my shit. It wouldn't.
Hmm?
Just saying, putting it like what you're saying.
Oh yeah, yeah, exactly,
Don't exert yourself beyond necessities.
exactly. We always give better advice to other people than we do to ourselves. You ever notice that?
I guess I always tend to help people, but not myself. Maybe
That's what
I'm
I
just
just said.
saying.
I just said that.
Yeah, but I'm saying this is simple though. This is like
No,
just
you're right
this
though.
is
But
what
we,
I'm doing right now. I'm doing the same thing I just said to you.
oh yeah,
Don't
yeah,
don't exert.
sure, exactly, yeah,
Only go to these mics if you actually either have something you legitimately like. I gotta fucking record this shit so I can hear how it actually
oh
sounds,
yeah, yeah.
or
Oh well,
oh,
I'm
I
pretty.
gotta record this bit because it requires physicality and I want to see if it's actually as funny as I am visualized. And I can only do it in front of my mirror, and I'm laughing at myself. But I gotta really try this
All
out, so I
right,
need to go to a bar, record whatever.
everyone has their own reasons to do
Or number
things.
three, you're just lonely or need to social.
Yeah,
Like you just really actually want to go out. Like
yeah,
you're
yeah.
feeling more Andy than you ever are normally. Because Andy
Andy,
legitimately is an example. He is a good comic. He does work on material. He does improve his craft. But often enough, he really does just go out because those are his friends. Like each and every one of them.
that's kind of true. Yeah, he
Yeah,
goes to 907, and I don't even go there now. So it is what it
yeah.
is. Anyway,
If
I'm
I
probably
if
gonna.
I lived if I lived in Tequila, I would go, and you and I could
I
go
gotta make
to
sure I don't run
907.
out my battery completely. I gotta make a call at the end of the thing.
Yeah, you probably should, Casey. We gotta
Sorry,
get you a fucking portable batteries and shit. And
I have a charger, but I
Bluetooth
didn't. I
Beats.
didn't think I would need it at the dialysis clinic.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're
It's
fine.
all.
You hung out.
Yeah, it's all good. We'll
I
talk
mean, I don't,
later, man. It's fine.
yeah, I mean, we had one, maybe two people pop in, but nobody's commented today. So
All
whoever's
right.
watching might just be listening for all we know.
Yeah,
There's a
yeah.
strong chance that they're probably really like When are they going to start talking about Hitler being right?
Oh yeah, Hitler was right about everything. That's true.
Well, I labeled this one Hitler wasn't wrong, but Kanye might be.
Why does everybody care about Hitler so much? It's like
I don't
he's
I
been
don't know.
dead for quite
I
a
mean,
while. Like get over it.
I like the idea of the
Hey,
pillars
dude.
of mortality. So
Huh?
you know about the Greek pillars of life?
It's just some
It's
new obsession that we're supposed to always. It's like a new
no,
bouncy. It's like a new bouncy ball that they throw at us to get us to talk about.
it's very easy. It goes like this. There's just
Yeah.
four different levels. Number one,
All right.
if you
Sounds like
die,
fun. Yeah.
oh, it's my buddy Edwin from New York. He's
Hey
here.
Edwin, what's happening,
He's
brother?
driving. He said. So the number one is if you just die, then the direct is the
What's
grievance.
happening,
So a
dude?
funeral.
I looks like the same
Um,
guy. There's my
yeah.
face and then their face.
Casey just dipped out. Now we got two people viewing. I wonder if it's because I said something, but I don't know if Casey's gonna come back. We did this for like almost an hour. I guess I could push it for the extra 10, but there's not really much else to say, honestly. I'm working on recording some stuff for voice work. I could do that for this, but this don't matter. I like the natural lighting for sure, 100. Uh, I mean, I already knew though the natural lighting was great. Um, the only other thing is there's a thing I really wanted to do, which was it was a mix up, and it had Charlie Brown and the story. Like, so there's Christmas Story, and I wanted to mix it up and have Charlie Brown inside of the Christmas Story, but it's really difficult stuff to do. So it's more conceptual, as is most of my stuff in life. So then, other than that, like I'd be going out to the stand up Shaka footage. Um, Specifically, what this is specifically, this is a live, like, you know what I mean, like a live stream recording live in the moment. Theoretically, this is just another attempt at seeing what ridiculous shit I can put in the title would get attention, which is you're just tuning in now, so you wouldn't have known what I was saying before to Casey is about you know, I last week I did another one. I do these crazy titles. Um oh, the content? So the lives specifically, there's no real medium, honestly. Typically it's just a way that like Casey who just left, he's just finished his dialysis. So he has to get purified, his blood and all that, you know, how it works. Maybe you don't. Um And then myself, I'm like in LA and he's still up in Seattle. So it's a way for us to stay in touch also other than texting. But we'll play his comedy usually and commentate, and I'll play my comedy and commentate. If you go back, you can skim through them, and it's just like a lot of like the content is a lot of me, like I'll do things like, for example, voice work. So I might talk like this, but this is a bad example. Let's see. Like, here's a good one. Finish him, right? Or like, what would it be like? Round one. Like it's really bad sounding here. Let me see. Round one, fight. Round one, fight. Round one, fight. Round one, fight. And then I'll go back later and I'll like listen to it and see how it sounds. So that's an example of the nonsense side. Otherwise, this is really the lives are more about me experimenting. So I'll do some wild title usually that has absolutely nothing to do with what I'm talking about to see how many views I get popping off. It's a way for me to work on testing the lighting in my specific this room studio that I'm in. Um And then in this situation, for example, like Edwin's driving right now, so he can't talk much. He's in New York. I'm not sure where you're located, but if you're in LA, for example, it's a way that then your commentary could become more in a way of like maybe you have something. But if you're in, like, say, Australia, for example, or something, then it would become a device for me to learn more about Australia in a way, like, oh, how you doing these days, you know? Like, I have friends that are in other states and other countries that would come through, maybe, maybe not. And then the final example of what content uh this is would be specifically like I have set up a podcast. It's empty. So what I need to do is I go back through all of these and you can download just the audio. So I need to download the audio and then create it into um like a listening format. And other than that, I need to like go through and clip out the actually like truly decent stuff with Casey, me, and myself in general, and then turn that into some type of like promotional thing. The main general concept, if you're understanding at this point, is like interact with whatever comes through, talk about whatever I feel like talking about. Sometimes see how long I can go, but like this time it's like I'm almost to an hour and that's plenty, right? Eastern Europe, right on, yeah. So you get it. Um, and then otherwise, like the perfect scenario is always and forever gonna be one of my people that are actually associated with SNL will come through enough to like actually see me for what I am, actually be like, all right, if you do this, this, and this by March, we can guarantee you a chance, and that's it. No promises to, at the very least, do the first round auditions, you know? Like, otherwise, like, I'd rather be doing this than writing out and submitting my sketch work, if that makes any sense. Social experiment, yeah, Edwin's right. I mean, yeah, social experiment, sure. I mean, experiment might be a stretch realistically. Um, like it's not really it's I guess it's a social experiment, sure. Um, but yeah, like otherwise, like I have if you go and you'll see they've separated it now. But if you go, you can see my actual videos. A lot of them are reviews for SNL. So like I have to finish those. So that's probably what's gonna happen next is I'm gonna refill the coffee and then I'll do it that way. But otherwise, like that's pretty much a general rundown, you know? Like nothing special, nothing specific, nothing topical per se. I said it was funny Hitler wasn't wrong, but Kanye might be. It was just me saying stupid shit. Um but yeah, that's about it. I mean, the only update, like literally, like I told Casey, is the only update right now is I don't care. I'm not going out to Mike's. I'm just done. Um, at this point, I will go out to support somebody at an actual thing. But even then, I'm burnt. I'm so burnt on how much I've wasted supporting others and how much I have chosen to allow that support to be a crutch and an example and like a frontline narrative for why I myself am not instead doing what I should have been doing and what I should be doing now, which is actually supporting myself. Like I should be channeling everything into myself right now. And that's where I'm at. So I'm gonna basically record. I have a few potential job offers, we'll see, for voice work that I'm gonna record after I get done with this. And otherwise, I reinstalled on this laptop so that it's mostly empty. I have 3 hard drives and I'm done because that's a fourth total. But my main goal right now is to basically I've broken it down to literally like one piece. So each of it is literally tiered out. Like you said, tier list for SNL. I don't know what that is about. Tiers for SNL is what more like it, man. Like they're going under at this point without Sicily. But for me personally, what I'm saying is like I separated it to the one piece narrative. So that way now I'm gonna go through, cut everything down, and pop it out and try and attempt to do that. And then I will hopefully once I'm done with that, I will be able to basically submit the full blown reels. And then otherwise, I think what I'm gonna be doing is I think my plans are basically I need to finish what I'm setting up, and then when Dustin's in town, record it, and then if I can pull it off, combine everything up to that point to finish, because there is an actual story for what I'm up to. And then once that happens, what's my main thing is like I'm tired. I don't mind having the long hair. I get why a lot of people be hating and jealous of it, and I get why a lot of girls actually are attracted to dudes with long hair, and therefore, I've definitely found myself pretty fascinated on that level as well. But at the same time, I am just done with it for now. I think I'm ready. I'm not thinking. I've been ready. Really, I've been ready since it was probably this long, even. So the long and short is that Hooligan, and if Dusty wants to be a part of it and not just filming it to help, but we're gonna break me out of the Illuminati cage in prison, and I'm gonna have like a bunch of makeup. It's gonna be really beautiful. What I'm gonna do is like really dope. What I got planned. But then the ultimate is that then I'm gonna go and they're gonna when I'm broked out, then I get cleaned up, taken care of, and then before I end this, I'll just say spoiler alert right now. Anybody that doesn't want to be spoiled, stop now. Push the thumbs up, push the subscribe, push the bell button, and dip the fuck out. But anybody that's still around now, I'll finish what I'm saying. Is that even those who win never truly win until they figured it out that in the end it's all inevitably gonna be exactly as it was planned from the beginning. So the programming is already active. And unfortunately for Hooligan and the boys, the escape was planned. The point was that then, therefore, it's a matter of time what happens then after that. So I don't really know what I plan to do 100%. I only know two things. Number one, when my hair is shortcut, it's going to become a point where I'll have three different suits. Two are the exact same suit, and one is different. And then they're all basically the same. And that's the point of being corporate. That then the websites, specifically one or the other, I don't know yet, but it's more likely going to be the Rode SNL one. What will become twofold. So the main part is going to be um, the reels, and then the secondary part is going to be the writings. And then, other than that, the character account will be devised to become essentially the FPS account. That would be all of and any and all things as they applied to the actual characters. And other than that, like, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because the reality is my new insurance activates, then I can get doctor's help. Idealistically, then I will know better of my actual health. What is my arm that's messed up still? What is not as messed up, hopefully, and something that can be easily repaired and ultimately will allow me to basically then be able to go full into my athletic plans that would allow me to basically no longer be afraid of hurting myself anymore, that I would be able to get fully in shape. But for now, I got to do the stretching, which I'm going to do when I shut this off, and then do the voice recording, what I can do. And other than that, in the new year, what I can do is basically I'm going to be clean cut, clean shaven, clean hair, suit, and only performing at actual audition mics for improv, for Laugh Factory, and for or but the exception being for the Comedy Store, which will and therefore also at the same time be a situation that's been dealt with. What is my dad said, forget applying for the jobs as much as just make sure they can let you be there. Yeah, I mean it's fine. I can use my arm and I'm not broken. It's just it's not gonna extend appropriately. So it's a weakness that I might have to live with. But if I would throw my arm and fuck my arm up as it is now, it's way worse than if I knew that I could repair it. Like say, what I think in my theory is what it is a minor fracture that hasn't healed right. Like I think it might be something really messed up, but can be like easily repaired with like say like some type of snap and mend. But I could be completely off. I don't know. I just know that it was seen as black, and they didn't give me the X-ray back at the what do they call it, clinic. So all right though, I'm done with all this because I'm craving nicotine and weed, and that's not a good place to be. So I need to get back to the caffeine and get back to the stretching and get back to doing things that'll help me get away from like dwelling on thoughts that are like I said to Casey, it's a lot easier to avoid everything. But I'm done with that. Yeah, my time is now. Like I need to realize what I'm doing is what's right. So thanks for coming by, Shaka Footage, whoever you are. Like, subscribe, follow. It's cool to get comments again. Edwin, you're chill as always. Thanks for coming by. Hope you enjoyed your drive and all that. And then yeah. I mean otherwise it's all good. I don't really have much else to say. I appreciate everyone, thanks for coming through, right?